that's about to turn into a Fire Stick. Just use it to stream stuff. Once I get the new one.
I think a lot of people do that. Like
find some sort of usage.
Use their game system for that. Do you still buy Blu-rays?
Nah,
bro, I ain't bought it.
It's been a.
I was
probably
cleaning
around 2021 when I got this. I was like, I don't need any more discs. I'm straight.
Bro, I was cleaning out
some
some
shit.
shit.
Sell physical content anymore.
Look what I found.
When we moved, we had like 6-8 boxes of DVDs just chilling in the garage still. Like, what the fuck? For what?
Brother, I still listen. I just found these. Look at this shit. I put it in my desk drawer. I found this.
Damn. That was a release game, wasn't it?
Was it for PS4? It might have been.
It might have been earlier. 16.
That's all.
That might have been. That might have been my first PlayStation FIFA.
And one of my favorite movies.
Hey, gotta have that one.
I'm like, yo, I haven't used a disc. Come on, man.
I got 3 copies of Training Day on accident.
Bro, Twitter homie got that as his fucking profile picture. My boy Charlie.
Somebody does. Yeah. What's his name? CK.
Yeah.
That's right. Shout out CK, man. Shout out him out, man. All right,
well, Cold Avi.
Oh, that is that is what that is, bro. I did see that. Oh, anyways. Oh, welcome back to another week of Uncommon Commentators. I'm Jay. That's Jonah. That's Zoe. We all here. You know, we always be chopping it up, just be talking about random shit when we start. That's how I like to start the pod. You never know what we're gonna start talking about. Just never know.
Fuck this up.
Little show and tell.
Little show and tell. You know what I'm saying? you know. That's how we got. I got a hella shit to show, but we ain't gonna do all that.
Honestly, one day we get an episode just tour your studio.
Man, I got so much shit. Like it's stuff all on this side.
Pop it off like a webcam and just take us around the wall. And on this wall,
it's like a damn. It's like a. I'm gonna make it like a little museum up in here, man. Every time you come here, you like, what the fuck is that?
One day I'll have so much just like it. I aspire.
It takes time.
Shit.
You gotta have.
It looks like it, man.
Dog, it takes time. You gotta like actually want to like hang stuff up.
You do not want to move either after you do something like that.
Yeah, you gotta want to hang something up. If this nail wasn't here already, if this nail wasn't here when I moved in, I wouldn't have that shit up right now.
So what I use is command hooks.
I'm with you.
The sticky ones. That's all I use. Yep. I ain't got time to be hammering and shit. Fuck around, hit my finger.
No stud finder. No thank you.
Yeah, hell, none of that shit. But the hardest thing is figuring out how you want to structure your shit, how you want to lay shit out. That's the hardest part. But
I got 2 things up, and it took me way too long to figure out how I wanted it.
Yeah,
lined up. Like,
yeah,
crazy.
I know. Man, outside of hoops and playing MLB this show, what was y'all doing this weekend?
I went shopping a little bit during the Purdue game on Sunday because I knew that was about to be a blowout. But
yeah, Sunday was definitely.
You got to pick your spots.
Yeah,
Sunday was definitely a blowout central.
Yeah, a lot of hoops and a lot of MLB.
That's it. That's all I did. I was grinding out that shit.
Gray out anyways, so
it was
gray,
perfect.
Snowy, rain.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Too cold to do
in between.
Man.
Sat in all Sunday. Did I leave one? I left one time on Sunday.
Saturday I left once.
One time.
I'm back in the house.
That's it. Sunday.
Sometimes you need.
It was like damn near. I've never like felt overwhelmed with so much stuff on. It was like men's, women's, then the NBA, brother. I was like, I don't know what the fuck
NBA was on the back burner for me.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Box
I can't
score
do this.
central.
It's the only time of the year when I have no idea what's going on.
No
I
idea.
To refresh myself.
No idea.
I'm cool with it because I'm doing something else with basketball. Like,
yeah,
it's a fine trade off with me.
They know what time it is. Everybody shuts down right now. I got 7 emails from Thursday at 1:00 to the weekend to Monday morning. 7 emails. Everybody shut down. I don't care what
everybody. Everybody. Now I'm here. I'm like, damn, it's Monday. We got a pod. Here we are. We're here Monday night. Well, I forgot who's playing right now.
Last episode.
It's so much shit
How'd the
going on.
How'd the Iowa game finish up?
They still going on. It was like a slugfest. It was a slugfest. It was like 28-26 at halftime or some shit like that.
Ooh. I caught a little bit of the first. I was watching the Bulls. And that terrible
tied at 48 right now.
It's just They need to hurry up and give Caitlin Clark a text so she just go ahead and hoop, man, because she just, when people be complaining, it's hard for them to hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking for fouls. Kind of like Luka be doing. Yeah, like, come on, man. Just
get that first one because they're not going to throw you out.
No, they're not. So just go ahead and get that first one and go start hooping, man.
Special. No, they're not.
Yeah.
That perfectly thin line that you can't cross.
Yes. She never gets it, but we're going to touch on all March, man. We got some news to catch up on, man. It's like, if it wasn't for y'all, I forgot about some of this news that we even need to touch up on. I'm going to start right up on it at jump of the notes we got. G League Ignite is in the final season. They are bad.
I think it's a combination of the product wasn't that good, and obviously these NILs, like, they're getting paid in college, it's dead. That was the whole point of it. Writing was on the wall.
It was.
I think Adam Silver said something at All-Star Weekend that was pretty much like, I mean, they only have one guy signed for next year too. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but they only had by now you would know your class, and they'd have guys, and like it was a little suspect that they didn't have guys already.
Yeah, that is true.
And Silver made those comments like the veterans on the team weren't good enough to make it like afloat and have, because they just started loading up with way too many young guys. I don't even know.
This year, I don't even. Yeah, I know they typically would have somebody. Like
Jared Jenkins was down last year.
Like,
isn't McCollum on that team this year?
He's with the Magic. It's
Yeah,
usually just the young guys, and then it's like guys that pretty much should be assistants that are just out there.
I got you. I don't know.
Jared Jack.
I haven't watched. Exactly. I haven't watched them play. None of that. I just know they're awful. They last game they lost 158-99.
Damn. I mean,
no. This is something old, but that's one of their losses though. That's not their last game, but they were bad.
Either way, that's 60 points.
Yeah,
I listened to a pod. Sam Vecini, who writes for The Athletic, I listened to he did a pod right after the Adam Silver comments and pretty much pointed every single draft prospect that was lined up in this program. I don't think any of them boosted their stock. They were all the guys that were going to be top guys.
That's not good.
I mean,
didn't Ron Holland actually slide a little bit?
I mean, Ron Holland was the consensus #1 coming into the year.
Yeah. I mean, he's down to what, like...
He's not in one #1 considerations anymore. He's still... I think he's safe top 10 for a lot of people.
Yeah. That's rough, man. That's rough.
The Jalen Green Kuminga year. I mean, Jalen Green was in #1 talks to start the year. Kuminga was a little higher. Daishan Nix just fell off a cliff.
What year was that? I felt like that was the first
year.
I felt like that season was like a blur for me. If you got Kuminga and Jalen Green and shit. Who isn't Scoot? Isn't Scoot from Ignite too?
Damn.
It wasn't Scoot.
He is, and he fell behind. Scoot was supplanted as the second guy behind Wemby the whole year, and he fell behind Brandon Miller.
Like, he did.
Even just to jump back one spot, it's still the same range, but that's such a far like. So many of those guys jumped back, even if they had, or like teams didn't trust the process of the team. It's like the context was so weird.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody's really working together on that shit.
Thompson Twins League.
The OTE? I don't know. It's looking better. They were kind of the little brother for a while, but they're looking better now.
Because I'm wondering what's going to happen with them
these leagues.
After this.
I know nothing about these leagues.
OTE confuses me.
I'm just listening.
OTE confuses me because they have high school kids. Like Alex
high school
played with them
kids
for a year, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar. I might have to.
What's going on?
I got to do some research on this. You say OTE?
It's hard to gauge.
Overtime.
It's the overtime elite.
Yeah. I still write stuff down.
The only time I've dug into it is when I was watching Amen and Asar.
Let me write that down.
That's all I know about it.
That's all I was watching.
I went straight to YouTube. I looked up the game. I skipped everything in between. I'm just watching the game. I'm just watching the players. The two players that I cared about. So
yeah, I might have still checked this shit. I had no idea. I thought they was like at a G League Unite thing. I didn't know they had their own little. It's probably a different league.
It's like an inner league. It's like their own like inner league.
Man,
it's
but
interesting.
I feel like it helped them a little bit.
In that too?
Mm-hmm.
Dillingham, oh my God.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of high school kids that go from there to college. I don't know how the optics work.
Man,
with
what
compensation?
I got research to do. This is new to me. High school kids.
That's a rabbit hole.
The bet for the NBA made sense.
It is a rabbit hole.
Ignite.
I need to know. I need to know.
It's interesting to see all the options these people got now. And I mean, it's not always perfect. It's not going to be a good fit for guys.
No, it's not. But man.
But if we get more talent in college, hey, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, that is true. No, I like that too because we need it. But we can talk about it later. It still lives up to it what it needs to live up to the March Madness. We'll talk about.
March Madness is going to get busy regardless.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But man, I ain't know nothing about this OTE stuff, man. That's new to me, man. That's interesting. High school kids and shit, man. I had no idea that was even a thing.
Take a dive, bro.
I am. I'm definitely gonna take a
dive. I really
wonder
where that's gonna go. I know these high school kids can go to the college still after that, but
that's so weird to me.
These NIL deals. It changes everything. As weird
as college is, like, this was a really good point they made in the pod too, is the college atmosphere is going to force competitiveness. What is competitive about, like, obviously you're competing, you're playing a basketball game in the G League, but if your team is just ass all the time, like, what's it going to do for you?
Yeah.
When you're in these big Power 6 conferences going at it with top 8 teams can give you a scare any night. So
yeah. No, you're right.
Even if the context is weird, it's gonna help.
Yeah, like you're not getting better. You need good competition to get better.
You gotta have good competition. Yeah.
You got to. You can't play against your little brother every time.
As an 18-year-old playing against a 16-year-old in that league, you're not doing yourself any services. So.
You're not. That sounds crazy, but 18 to 16 that's a big jump when it comes to something like that.
Shit, even freshmen to like juniors, 18 to 20.
Yeah, your body's not ready for that shit.
Older freshmen, but just that general range, even just a year is. So obviously, guys slip in the draft just because they stay another year, or if it's a sophomore.
That's crazy though, ain't it? Isn't that? I always felt bad. For me, like you think of it like building a team. You would want somebody with some experience, but now potential is everything. If the potential is higher,
all potential.
Yeah, like
if they have these set of skills, you can maximize that. That's all they care about.
When you bucket, he's gonna be 24 when he enters the league. I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. Buddy Hield as hell.
Yeah, Buddy Hield is in the same realm.
Once you like, and you're to yourself like, man, I understand this how shit is now. That's how I finally started understanding the contracts or not being mad about contracts, because it's like growing up, it was like you had to do something. Now it's just potential. What you might be able to do in 3 years. What you might be able to do next season is why you about to get $30 million for the next 4. We don't know what
Everyone coming off these rookie deals, getting paid $200 million, Desmond Bain and
even if you're a role player,
shit.
Yeah, like bread. You don't have to have 2 seasons in a row. You have half a season. A good you show anything.
Salmon's contract year.
Man, if you're in a contract year and you show anything, you're about to get money from somebody. Your current team, or if you so happen to make it to free agency, somebody is paying you. It's just gonna happen. Just gonna happen. That's just how it is.
Damn PJ Tucker.
That's how it is. That's how I stopped being like, what the fuck is this? Being mad every time I see a contract. I know, Zoe. I don't know if you finally came over yet. I don't know you.
Sometimes. I'm becoming a little more realistic and accepting. When you start breaking things down, like percentage of cap, like, all right, that makes sense.
Sometimes you just got to pay your guys too and figure it out later.
That happens all the time. Some of these markets, you got to retain your players. You're going to overpay.
Yeah.
You're going to overpay to bring somebody in.
Mike Conley was the highest paid in the league at one time. Jaylen Brown had his shit gift wrapped to him. Like,
oh, God.
Yeah.
It was tricky.
It's crazy. That's just... It is tricky, but the Boston Celtics fans will burn down the Boston Garden if they would have traded away one of them. Like, who was you going to replace Jaylen Brown with, or Tatum?
And what's the
regardless
value
of how you
like?
feel? Yeah, regardless of how you feel about them, how are you going to replace them? Boston had to give Jaylen Brown $300 million or $350, whatever crazy amount it was. Like, but you have to.
Should have done is gone got Dame 3 years ago. Stupid,
or
Everyone
AD.
should have.
Yep. Or you should have just said fuck it and trade for AD.
The list goes on.
List goes on when Danny Ainge was running the show over there. My God.
Yeah.
My God. Anyways, still talking about
intertwined. It's interesting to see how. I mean, even if a player comes in the league at 18, 19, rookie deal's gone, they get their max extension. They're 28, 29. They could be in their prime, and a team could still get 8-9 years out of them.
Yes.
There's a reason we're still talking about Jason Tatum because we think he's so young, but this man's been in the league for years, getting checks.
Ant is still 22.
It's fucking wild.
That's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy that Tatum is still only 26. Like, he's not even in his for real prime yet when you actually think about it.
There were college players that are Luka's age.
Luka is young, bro. I feel like we've been watching Luka a long time. Same with Tatum. But Tatum been in battles. That's what the problem. That's the thing. Like, we've been seeing him so long, and we watched him at Duke.
Luka was just instantly like, damn, this dude's cold.
Instantly.
Right away.
Yeah, like, you couldn't deny it. You couldn't deny that shit whatsoever, bro. Like, it was not his footwork and everything. For his age, you couldn't deny none of that shit that was happening at Duke. It was like, yo, do you see this shit? I know me and Zoe had conversations. I know me and Zoe had conversations about Tatum. His footwork was just impeccable at Duke.
Tatum, I was like, yo, this dude could play 1 through 4. I was preaching the gospel of Duke. I swear.
Oh my God.
Jason Tatum went out for Washington, Markelle Fultz.
Man.
And so we know, me and Zoe are Duke fans, and Jonah hates it so much.
I try not to be bad about it.
I was primed to be a Duke hater.
You really?
That was my whole. I feel like it hasn't got as bad. I'm more of the concept of Duke rather than like individual players. There's so many players that I like.
You know what?
I really like that team.
It's the concept of people hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Haters.
I do think you, Jonah, when you started watching college hoops, Duke was really back on top of things, weren't they? They was really running the show around that time.
I want to say like when I was really diving was like the Justice, Grayson, Tyus, Jalil team.
Justice Winslow.
Oh, Jalil, they won. They beat Wisconsin. Yeah, so yeah.
That's when I was like really diving in.
Yes.
But I like that because Tyus was from Minneapolis area, so I like Tyus.
Yeah.
But I like seeing the big. It's in March too. I'm rooting for the underdogs half the time.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
I want.
No, yeah, facts.
Everybody
unless
wants
I really
to see
like
Duke
a
go
team.
Down, like I get.
Like I like the AJ Griffin, Paolo. Shit, who else? Trevor Keels. I feel like I'm missing a gigantic name on this team. Mark Williams.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like I like that.
These
last
few Duke teams, I've been forgetting everybody's names, man. It's been like I feel like
it's hard. It's a revolving door, you know.
It's a revolving door, and you got people who are still there, and it's confusing me. Like if I see Jeremy Roach, next season with shorts on, and he's not helping them out at practice,
grad assistant.
He better have a polo on.
Oh, right. I don't want to see him bring up the ball next year for Duke at all. All right. We'll talk more about Duke later on in the show. But shout out KD. I feel like I want to say since like November.
The third person he's jumped.
Yeah, like November.
Season, right?
I feel like we've been talking about each month. I feel like we talked about somebody passing somebody on the list like 3 times a month. This is like KD's third time.
But we didn't want to do the math.
No, we
were like, he could get there. It's close, but I'm not going to do the math.
Like, and he finally passed them. Shout out KD, like.
Top 8.
Top 8. Top 8.
You know what's crazy about KD? By the time he retire, we're going to look back on conversations. He's going to be underappreciated, underrated. That's what it's going to happen.
I'm coming around to Kevin Durant as the person after the whole Oklahoma City Golden State shit. Him and his media the way he interacts on social media. He's
Twitter
just a
KD
cool
is
dude.
special.
Like, yeah.
No, yeah.
And he's like,
you love
I'm
hoops,
starting to
man.
appreciate him like that, and always been respecting his scoring. That's always been A1.
I think it's just tricky when people bring up the legacy conversation with him because people are obviously going to point to accolades, and that's where it gets messy. But if you think of Kevin Durant, the 7-foot like small forward who's still averaging 28 a game right now, it's like, damn.
He don't have that same wiggle like we know, really but he's still KD. He's still KD.
It looks kind of the same way Jordan started to evolve his game when Bron went to the post when he needed to. Like, KD's just, I'm going to get to my spots, and I'm going to hit these shots.
He does not have much rim pressure anymore. He's going to take his 10-foot midi pull-ups.
Yep.
And
man. He's going, hey, listen, I know I've been on record saying I don't see nobody passing Bron. He already at 40,225, right? But KD game, if he cannot hurt his lower body ever again, with his game, how old is he? 35 now?
35.
KD can play to 40, right?
I'm starting to see KD
a healthy
Bron is giving everybody the blueprint.
KD.
Yeah.
If he wants to change his game and, be that consistent, I'm going to just give you 20 a night and do that for a few years. We can see that.
He could definitely make it to 40,000 at a point. It could be
so easy, yeah. If he just wants to keep hooping, he's going to keep hooping.
He's shooting 52% from the field, 41 from 3, and averaging 27 a game right now.
Like, and I get it, Bron being 39 overshadows a lot because it's Bron and how he's doing it. He athletic. Of course, he's not Miami athletic. He's not even last Cleveland athletic still, but he's still doing his thing.
He's not Lakers athletic anymore.
Yeah, but this KD is just appreciate these dudes, man. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, we and I ain't gonna lie, me included, I get caught up in shit on Twitter with like people talking about all-time lists and Kawhi should be ahead of KD, or if Kawhi get another one, you can put him ahead of.
Nobody knows how to rank Kawhi. It's tricky.
Yeah,
Kawhi's a cheat.
Kawhi resume. If you is somebody who just started watching hoops and go look at Kawhi resume, that person will look at all of us and like, why do you guys hype this dude up so much?
Because he pulled up his window scoring numbers.
Yeah, like
they should throw him out right away. Like how this dude,
like his resume, he has such a small window because he got traded on draft night to an organization where he didn't have to be number one. He had a role. He was able to grow, and then he grew into that. And as he was growing, he learned how to win. Then he went somewhere, and that was like that pocket was so small of Kawhi being Kawhi to the point now is like he missed so much. His resume is never going to match up to what he actually was because it's not. What he missed, like
we don't see role players have a linear development like that.
Yeah,
like
we don't.
A role player into superstar and like a straight line that doesn't.
You don't see that
4 years,
bro. He went from role player to top, arguably top 2 player in the league. Like people will say he was the best.
Quick. I didn't believe it.
Yeah,
I couldn't handle that conversation.
Me either. I was like, you're not gonna have me put Kawhi over LeBron. Not happening. Even when he won in Toronto, I wasn't doing it. But like Jonas said, it was a crazy ass leap from 2014 when he won Finals MVP as a role player because he guarded Bron to 2019. People were saying he was the best player in the league. And don't forget, he was hooping in San Antonio before he stepped on who was it from Golden State?
Zaza.
Was it Zaza?
It was Zaza.
They have so many foreigner big men. I forget who it is sometimes. But until look, Golden State was in a battle with San Antonio.
The rule is named after him, essentially. At this
like,
point.
come on.
I remember it.
Kawhi got that. I say all to say because we like to compare Kawhi and KD. But if you look at it, KD leaving Golden State and Kawhi leaving Toronto, their career has been the same, kind of like leading up to this point. They went somewhere different, and they've both been injured a few times.
Good numbers. Been
losing
injured.
in the playoffs,
You're
like
right.
it's been the same since they both left since they both won their last title. It's been the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard. I still think KD resume is still insane.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, Kawhi still
just
got
him being that big
accolades.
and being that skilled gives me the nod for him enough.
Yeah. Are they both? Are they both?
Wemby is maybe the most comparable thing to him we've seen, and they're still such different players. It's like you just don't see. You don't see
We're
players
have a little Wemby segment right now.
You don't see players with a wiggle at that size and a handle at that size.
Dog, that shit.
I just like to know what KD's actual height was at his prime too, because
dog, that shit yesterday. Was it yesterday or Saturday? On a fast break, he caught that shit in the air. That shit looked like 2K. Did y'all see it?
Yeah.
Dog, that shit looked like 2K with him catching that shit in the air. What? What year was that when he had demigods in 2K? Was it 2015? 2016?
15 or 16.
Dog, that's what he is.
What is it? 7? That was what, 7'3" small forward year?
Yes, that's what he is. We never thought we were going to see some shit like that in the NBA.
Even for a player to be functional, like Bol got all the hype. I hate to draw him into the conversation because people are wilding with him and Wemby already.
Always catching strays.
I mean, he's found himself a spot, but it's
more so the
such
fans
a large
making him
gap
catch
between. I mean, it shows you what happens when they put together. You're a superstar. Like, it's hard for that build to get by.
It is, and
you even see guys in college level that are bigs that really are guards, and they have absolutely no position because the team wants to have them set screens and shit.
And this dude can do everything.
We're making strides.
We can talk about Wemby every week. It's to that point. It's to that point. When the last time y'all was this excited to watch a rookie on an awful team?
I mean, just rookie period. It's been a while.
Yeah, I was about to say period.
Like, bro, I watch at least a quarter or at least a half, at least a quarter every night he's on. I can't tell you the last time a rookie I was able to do this or even attempted to do this. Like, you gotta think about Bron. There wasn't no league pass in 04, 2003. I was watching him when he played the Bulls and if he was on TNT. That's it.
Grainy ESPN highlights.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's all. But now it's like
next morning.
I'm trying to think all these rookies we've had. I don't be trying to watch them every time. And this Spurs team is not good. Is that a Yankees cup?
A little souvenir cup, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look. Jonah, he is not about to beat the allegations, is he? You got a Yankees cup, you're a Cowboys fan, and a Duke fan. What is going on?
That's why I gotta be.
And he's repping the Illini right now.
I gotta be humble about it, though. Look, my dad was quiet. He wasn't in the house telling me, "Hey, you can't like these teams for obvious reasons." So whatever I hooked onto in my young impressionable age, is what it is.
It's still not as bad as people who live in South Carolina. People in that South Carolina
Cowboys might be the first team out real quick.
No, yeah, I get that.
The Twitter bios get comedic after a while.
Comedic. Honestly though, seriously, how, especially nowadays, people who live in places that don't have pro teams, like the Dakotas, the Montanas, the Carolina. I mean, I know
want to wrap it all up right here,
I
think KD might be in that conversation for getting. OKC has so many fans right now because of that era.
You know what? Yes, and they stayed.
Also, the hurricane year, they had to go. Over there.
Yeah,
that would really ramp that up.
Yeah, they did move out there. I forget about that. And then, you know what? People are OKC fans till this day because of Russ and KD. Till this day.
Till this day. That whole era.
They did. Shout out to them. We can talk about all type of shit. What else we got? And again, shout out to KD. Let me look at this list one more time before we move on because
I think 7 is a big jump for him.
Ooh, he's at 28, 640, 54. Wilt is at 31,419. Hey,
exactly.
The jump to from the 20s to the 30s.
Seasons. That's a couple seasons for KD.
Yeah, 40. It is, but what I'm saying is 40K is even further. Bro, he still got.
That was never in question.
But what I'm saying is that makes 40K look even crazier. Yes, when you look at the list, think about it. Look, Wilt is at 31,000. KD's at 28. Then you got Karl Malone's at 3 is at 36. Kareem's at 38 at 2, and then Bron is at 40 at 1. Dog, that is not easy. Especially when you think about somebody being 35. That shit ain't easy, bro.
He'll get 7. He'll get that.
Yeah, I think he'll get 7. I don't know. If he gets 7, I think he can pass Dirk, but I don't think he's going to crack the top 5. Oh, shit.
Let me go see how many score in a year.
It just depends
how much.
28. It depends how long he plays.
3,000 more, essentially.
Yeah.
Let's go see how many he puts up a year.
10 more games left this season.
If he scores 22 a year, it's 1,800 points.
So he's sitting at 1,700 right now. So he's averaging. I mean, that's 3 more good seasons.
2-3 seasons, cracking it.
Just to get to,
and even then, like you said, if we get KD in his, I'm just gonna work out in the post 24 to 30 minutes, help these young dudes.
He can do it,
and I'm still give you 18 a game, like for 3 more years after that.
That's just a big ass jump. So he got to go from just to even crack 40,000. No, he got to go like 12,000 points. No,
so that's
way.
That's like 7 more years.
7 more years at 20.
Just to crack 40.
42-year-old KD to tie.
Just to crack 40,000.
Like at that.
Right. Oh my God, dog.
Bald KD.
He got to be.
Bald.
Bron need to be bald now, shit. But man,
Bron
shout out
let
KD.
That little front piece go.
Got to. That glue is not working,
getting his
brother.
Beard right for the. He'd be getting his beard right for the pod episodes.
Hey, was that new one today?
Go ahead, touch that up.
Was it new one today?
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see nothing on Twitter either. I think I would have saw a clip by now.
Jet black though.
It's not Kenny Smith jet level, black. But... Like, brother, you have grays on your side like I do. Don't do that. Don't.
We see that
shit was jet black.
Touch it up for the camera.
Come
touch
on,
it up for the camera. Right.
Touch it up for the camera. Oh my goodness.
He's got appearances to hold up. I get it.
They got the whole production team on it.
That shit was jet black like a motherfucker. To the Wizards.
Hey, the Bulls are that team.
That team. Always that team. But again, shout out KD, man. Appreciate these legends. Y'all think y'all gonna see these people all the time. You're not. It's not that simple. I mean, I get it, we get Wemby, but KD is still one of one. So
who's also one of one? Isaiah Thomas.
I love that. Look at this man podding. Look at this man podding, man. Go ahead, tell us about
it. That's a stretch, but he is.
He's one on one.
Tell us about him. Tell us what's going on.
You're all 101 guys.
The number one wrong player ever in the NBA. Nah, I'm not gonna say all that, but the man's back on a little 10-day out in Phoenix. Saw a nice little standing ovation he got the other night. Honestly, I didn't even check the stat line. I was just happy to see him on the court. I saw he's killing in the G League, getting his numbers up, just showing he can do something. Somebody gave him a shot. I'm happy for him.
Shit, Phoenix might need his ass, honestly. When you think about it.
They might need a little bit.
Even if he's just chilling, it doesn't hurt to have another guy who knows the game on your
Plus,
side.
to be in a spot where you already were, a little familiar. Because he was there for 4 years.
Was he?
I'd say around 3 or 4.
Yeah,
I think he signed like a 4-year deal with them back in the day.
Man, there's so much
Patrick Bledsoe and Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh, Tyler Ulis days probably.
Shout out Tyler Ulis.
Was Earl Watson the coach then?
I think so.
I think so.
He didn't get a fair shake. I don't think there.
He didn't.
It was a mess in Phoenix.
It was
a big mess.
It was such a mess. Such a mess. I don't know.
I saw Isaiah Thomas in a Lakers jersey.
We did see that.
I was there. I saw him wear it on the court.
Oh, he was
for
there.
A Wolves Lakers game.
Oh wow, that man said I was there for that.
I was something.
Okay. He was.
End of his
Kings, Suns, Celtics, Cavs, Lakers, Nuggets, Wizards, Pelicans, Mavericks, and Hornets. Wow.
I forget that he had 2 Lakers stints.
I don't remember a lot. I don't
remember
the
weird second one.
I don't think I remember the Mavs.
Second stint.
I don't remember the Mavs at all.
Well,
I remember
he played one game for the Mavs.
There it is.
I don't remember. I'm about to say I don't
remember the Denver stint.
Me either.
I remember that one. Mike Malone, he had him in Sacramento. That was his boy.
Mike Malone loves his undersized guards.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
They've had so many on that team. As long as he's been there. It's just a revolving door.
How long he's been with the Nuggets?
Probably 8 years. He's one of the longer tenured coaches.
That sounds like maybe even 10. Shit, what year? It was 24.
I thought it was like 6 or 7, but it might be longer.
Yeah, it might be. Because who was the coach before that?
He's been the head coach since 2015.
Damn.
9-10 years.
Coming up on the 10-piece.
Yeah, who was it before that? I don't even know who the coach was before. It wasn't George Karl.
Was it?
No, was it?
Let's go look.
There was somebody in between that.
2015. Who was the other coaches? 2015.
Tell me.
I don't know who it was. I can't even think of a guy. Who.
We had our time to deliberate. Oh, I can't say that word right anymore. Who the hell is Melvin Hunt?
Melvin Hunt?
He was the interim. It was Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw
was the coach.
He was.
He was in between.
You remember when Brian Shaw was always getting like people like he should be the next one in line
after Phil?
Yeah. It ain't.
Yeah,
that's crazy that Denver has had 3 coaches, if you don't count the interim coach, since 2004. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That is damn good.
It's a good organization.
Because think about certain teams that just have all the different coaches all the time.
How many coaches do you think have been in Phoenix since Isaiah Thomas was last in Phoenix?
Oof. Got to be on Coach 4 by now. 5?
Yeah, 4? Coach 4?
At least.
I'm not even going to look, but that's probably got to be it. That got to be it. I'm not going to stay too long on this Isaiah Thomas.
That was back 2014,
in the league. 15. Nah, I just wanted to shout him out real quick.
I know you do. I know you did. I know that's your guy. I know Isaiah Thomas get a lot of love. A lot of love. When I'm talking about
guy.
He is. No, he is. Funny clips.
So he was there with Hornacek, then Air Watson came in, then they had Kokosov for 1 year.
Jeff Hornacek was a coach.
So they've coached like 6 since then.
Dog, I forgot about that.
When
man, Phoenix been bad. Phoenix has been bad a long time. Think about since like Alvin Gentry.
Yeah.
Phoenix haven't been that good.
That was who was there before Hornacek. Shout out Marcin Gortat.
Gortat was a solid big.
He was solid.
Put him in a pick and roll every day.
He was solid. He was solid.
Pause.
You funny as fuck. Let's talk about these standings. This man over here. Let's talk about these. Let's update y'all with these standings in the NBA. Honestly, I haven't looked at it really until today. Like
my eyes have been locked on the top 4 of the West and nothing else.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize Boston was 11 games up on Milwaukee.
Yeah.
They're comfortable. Spread?
It was like 7-8 about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
I remember that, but I didn't know.
This is the thing with Boston. Boston will lose a game, and then they will go on another 9-10 game win streak. Like they don't go on back to back. They rarely having back to back losses, and that's what's killing. Because everybody else
start with the East.
Yeah, we start with the East. Because right now they're on a 9-game win streak. Right now, look at that. They're on a 9-game win streak. Everybody else is on a 1 or 2 or losing streak. Like you can't catch them dudes if you don't go on a long ass. So basically,
and even when they sat some dudes, they sat Brown and Drew Holiday one game. Next game they sat Horford and Tatum. Still getting dubs.
Yeah,
I think they didn't have Derek White and Drew tonight. They got Peyton Pritchard up there getting busy.
Hey, they're on autopilot until these playoffs. They're good.
Hey, smart move.
So you will love this. So you will love this. Their division record is 15-1.
Jeez.
You gotta beat the people you see the most.
15-1.
If I see you 3 times, I want to beat you 3 times.
Hey, what do you think the Bulls' record is in the division without looking?
All right, without looking, probably trash.
5-9.
It's probably like 500.
5-9.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. 5-9 in the damn division. Not ideal
I saw
whatsoever.
We're like 5. I think it was 5-16 against the top 6 teams across both conferences.
I believe it. But we're
trash.
But we're 7-3 in OT.
Man, we need to be 82-0. And trading all these fucking pieces away.
Because DeMar coming back. But I don't want to get depressed. I don't want to get depressed. But outside of the Celtics, everybody is fighting for the rest of the spots at this point. I mean,
the Knicks are fighting for their life, but
yeah, they are fighting for their life.
That's necessarily not their own issue. That's just the injuries. But
a lot of injuries.
They're trying to stay in that top 4, get that home court.
They are. The Knicks Magic in the first round will be fun.
I would really like that.
Give me that.
That will be fun. That will be fun.
Let me get both healthy teams.
It's not going to be a bunch of shooting because
it's going to be nasty, but
it's going to be some nasty playoff hoop that I'm going to be here for. Just sloppy. It's going to be, if we're going to look up, teams ain't going to score in like 3 minutes. Oh my God. It's going to be.
It's going to, you can start counting like between Jalen Suggs and Jason Hart, like how many.
Oh no, they're going to play every minute for like 4 straight games.
Jalen Brunson against Jalen Suggs.
Oh my God. Give me 7 games. Give me 7 games of them not even getting a break outside of halftime.
Nah.
They not
Turn stamina off.
Oh my God. That is going to be a crazy ass.
Jason Hart?
Yeah.
You said Jalen.
I said Jason Hart. He was a coach I used to coach with. Josh Hart.
That's funny. Josh Hart and Jalen Suggs. Yes, but I think the Cavs can still catch the Bucks if they want to, but I feel like the Bucks are starting to figure shit out. That's what's starting to look like.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Chris is looking a little bit better coming along. Was just waiting on that piece all year. So middle of March, end of March,
at the right time to get. Nobody cares.
Yep.
Right.
They can win
an
on the
eye
road.
on Miami.
Yo, Miami. Go ahead.
Because they've had their injuries. Like Bam's been injured a little bit. Hero's been in and out of the lineup all year. Jimmy is, who knows? People are just banking that he's going to play well in the playoffs, but
people love Jimmy.
You still have to have a little bit of crew. You still have to have a little bit of like, okay, when do you get to turn it on, buddy? They just have too much talent to be underneath the Pacers still, in my opinion. And especially like, I like the Magic, but they should be better than the Magic too. They could even, I mean, the Knicks have been, it's only a 4-game split there, but I feel like it's been like that for a really long time. When we did our last standing upstate, I don't feel like anything's changed in the East.
No, I don't think either.
It's been real stagnant.
Did the Pacers and the Heat flip-flop?
Dropping.
Philly is so bad. Philly is awful, bro.
Well, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah,
everything
but I don't
else
think
the same. Just like you said.
I don't think we thought Philly was gonna be this bad. No, they're bad.
You take away the MVP.
Yeah, but man,
and what you
and then you traded away. They made the other trade. They traded like Pat Bev. They went and got Buddy Hield. Like they were just throwing shit at the wall to see what's gonna happen. That's what it seemed like. That's what it felt like at a trade deadline. Like they made trades for no reason. I feel like that was, I don't know. You just messed up the chemistry.
It was a weird situation. I mean, we don't have a timeline on it. It seems like they barely had a timeline on Embiid.
And I feel like they're trying to have him come back. I don't know, man. That seems dangerous.
I don't know if you want to force him to play in the play-in.
If he was going to come back, it would need to be like next week at the latest. He should have been ramping up already.
Like they could give Boston, and they're kind of a tier above, but like Milwaukee, Cleveland, they can give them a series with Embiid. But do you want to push that?
No.
How far does that get you?
Too.
Yeah. How far does that get you?
No. Hell no.
Round 2.
Especially with messing with a lower body injury on somebody who already has a history of lower body injuries. That's not ideal.
At that age where you don't want to mess anything up. I believe he's either 30 or he's 30 now. So
man, the Embiid's injuries is really gonna fuck up his resume for sure.
Oh yeah,
he probably gonna be back-to-back MVP, His numbers, he was playing all world. Like, it was like automatic 35 and 15 every night. Like, I'm so
he was
salty.
Making that Jokic and Embiid debate a little more tough to have.
Dog, I was so salty that he got hurt. When he did not tougher. Look. I remember watching that game when they was playing Golden State, and I'm like, yo, he does not need to be in this game. They need to take him out. And then like 5 minutes later, Kuminga fell on his knee. And this shit looked bad. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Especially when it was already heavy. He already dragging that shit. It was looking bad. He wasn't really helping. Like, yeah, you're gonna honor it, but it's not Embiid. Everybody knew he was hurt. Everybody. If we know he hurt, you know Kerr and all them guys know he hurt. They're not worried about him like that.
You can just notice when he's not putting like full effort into. Like, something's always up when he's in that situation. He's either ramping up or he's playing through something.
He's unguardable.
It's one or the other.
He's unguardable. So
he plays through stuff so much. You can just tell the way he labors up and down the court.
Yeah, he does.
From 3-point line to 3-point line, he's jogging no matter what.
Jogging.
If he was full health, like all the time, he would legit put up like 50, 60 a game. If he could have perfect health,
brother,
everything perfect situation, like he would be unstoppable.
Because his scoring now, he hit another level. He hit that like for real superstar side. Like he hit another drive, another gear in his scoring. Like it was domination. And now we just never know what he's gonna be like come September. We don't know. I don't want to see him. If I'm a Philly fan, I don't want to see Embiid touch the court again this season. You're eighth.
I mean, they could still. I mean, I think they're the Bulls. I think even though who the hell knows what the Bulls are, I feel like they could take the 8th spot. I don't think the Hawks are gonna. I'll stamp that.
No, the Hawks not at all. They just had a nice spot right there at 10, and they were just comfortable there.
They better be glad the Nets are awful. Because the Nets weren't awful. Yeah, they would not be making the playoffs. The Nets are bad.
What the hell are they doing?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows what's happening out there. But
please get some assets. Please
do something.
Please,
or trade away your assets, but just do something.
Yes, get something.
I hope the East playoffs don't become boring.
Jalen Green.
Who was?
Oh, the Nets were offered Jalen Green and 3 firsts for Mikal Bridges. Turned it down.
I feel like we've seen so many 4 firsts, 5 firsts, 3 firsts offers for Mikal Bridges that I don't even know what to think at this point.
Yeah, like what are they watching? What are we looking at the same Mikal Bridges
overvaluing your players? Yo, at Mikal's top, he's a number 2. Go ahead and treat him like that and just move on.
Is he?
I feel like
I'm
on a championship
team, but I think a high level.
A 3.
I can't say championship quite yet.
A 3.
He's a good 3. He's a
good 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I agree with that.
I'm a good on the 3. A 2? Woo! I need some huge jumps in this game. Certain parts of the offensive game.
He gives you 20, and he's locking down 2, 3, whatever you want to call it. But he's going
to be so much more comfortable if he's not the main guy too. Like that's why I think some of his defense is taking a dip. Is he's literally doing everything offensively, and he's not supposed to do
just
that.
Not how he's built.
Make Cam be the main dude, and let
the shoes are too big.
Yeah, like come on, man. But I hope the East playoffs is
Nick Claxton.
I am interested to see where he could go because
his free agency is gonna be interesting.
They should pay him.
The Nets don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not.
But who knows what they're doing? And this is a prototypical lob threat, somewhat switchable defender, and rim deterrent. Like there are so many teams in the league that could need that.
Yes,
and there's a lot of people who think he can be more of an offensive feature too, like not scoring the ball, but
a lot of people.
I mean, he's comfortable with the ball in his hands. He has a decent.
He does. He does look comfortable. If you just work on it on a couple summers. How old is he? 23.
He's 24 still. Yeah,
he's young. He got a lot of shit to grow into, but
I'm guessing Toronto is just going full. Try not to get their pick to go to San Antonio. We talked about that a little while back.
Yeah.
I was looking at that again today.
They're in a 10-game losing streak, yo.
11.
They're one. Yo, this is crazy.
Hey,
they're bad.
It's a great game plan, though. Keep that pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay in that top 6.
You got to.
Hornets, Wizards, Pistons. You've been looking at mock drafts for 3 months, so
the Bulls is the only franchise that don't know how to do that. We should have been did shit like that, but we don't. Anyways,
y'all are in Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond, Pistons land.
Yeah, let's move on from that. Let's move on from the East because now I'm about to get pissed off. You ain't lying though, Jonah. You're not lying, Jonah. You're not lying. But
it's a terrible spot to be.
It is very terrible. I've been telling people this for years. It's like matter of fact, me and Zoe been telling people this shit for years.
Mm-hmm.
For years. No one listened to us. We're in the same spot.
We love the fucking middle.
I think purgatory is worse than rebuilding. You can at least have a young guy that you can be like, I want to watch this guy.
Yes.
I have no expectations with the team.
Give me the bottoms. I'd rather have that than Wade, Rondo, and Jimmy Butler. Or an old ass Pau Gasol.
I forgot
before we move on to the West. Man. Before we move on to the West, I'll never forget the Bulls said our plan this year is we're gonna go young. I'm like, yo, they actually came out and said we got a plan.
Younger and
we're going younger.
Athletic.
And they went and got Rondo and fucking Wade. I said, what the fuck are we doing? That's how I knew then.
Wasting years and money. Trying to get that ticket money. They got it.
They definitely got it. Fuck them.
Hey, they're getting that regardless. They're still showing up at UC.
The Western Conference.
Right, Western Conference it is.
Pissed off.
The Nuggets is getting ready for the playoffs. They are definitely, since All-Star break, really, they really been ramping it up. They really ramped it up.
They've been going crazy.
Yeah. They that top three between the Nuggets, the Thunder, and the Timberwolves is crazy. The Clippers are starting to look like, I don't know what the fuck the Clippers are on.
They had their little injury stint.
Roller coaster.
And
are they people are saying it's because of Russ? Since Russ got hurt, the team is just off. I mean, that could be true. You never know.
I think he's important, but he shouldn't be that important.
He shouldn't.
No, he should not.
He should not be holding down your team like that.
No, especially when you have all three of your main guys still playing. You got Harden, you got PG, and you got Kawhi. I mean, come on. The Clippers, a Clippers Pelicans or Clippers Suns first round matchup, give it to me. Give me that.
Pelicans have been going crazy.
Yes.
The sneaky crazy.
Zion has been, can't talk about his weight no more right now, man. He's slammed down.
They said he lost 25, 30 since Christmas or whatever.
Bro, you can tell. Jumping out the gym. 25 since Christmas is a big deal. In the middle of the season?
It's believable.
Man,
it's believable with him. Because it's just that build where your weight's going to fluctuate.
Yep.
And you're just at that tipping point where it's like the higher level of it is just not going to be a good range for you. But that good range, like mixed with his athleticism, it's going to be such a weapon.
Yes.
I wonder exactly what he's at right now. Compare that to what he was at like his rookie year at Duke. Just to get a kind of comp level, because he's a little bit stronger at this point than those years. But
he got the NBA strength
weight
now.
Swing.
Yeah, just to see at what weight he operates best at.
Visually being able to see it with him is kind of the crazy thing, because it takes a lot to visually see like even the start of the year to now mid-season.
Mm-hmm.
You saw some side-by-sides from earlier this year when he had on the little sweat hoodie, the sleeves cut off. You could tell he was
chunky.
Some whack-ass fit.
Yeah, he looked trimmed up, got his body right. Pause. Good for him.
He used to look so chunky, and he used to look so chunky in them sweatsuits, boy. Yeah. Like, damn, boy, you ain't hooping. You ain't doing a damn thing. What the fuck is going on?
Shout out Herb Jones.
They all hooping. Yeah, shout out him. They all hooping out in New Orleans, man. Like,
they just have a likable team. I like their players a lot.
No, they do.
I don't know. I don't like CJ McCollum as a person, but
he's tricky.
Damn. Wait a minute.
That's crazy.
I mean, no. As a player. Oh. Sorry, my bad.
Yo,
my bad.
I'm like, we need to dive into this. Like, what
is
going on?
The X factor.
As
he's good, they're good, and when he's off, it's a big swing with them. And we've seen his playoff performances. So
no, we have.
I didn't see anything with the tournament going on, but was there an update on Brandon Ingram's injury?
I don't think it was anything serious, which was kind of
I didn't see nothing serious either.
All right. Good.
I didn't see nothing.
Keep them rolling.
But no, yeah, the Pelicans been
Suns
hooping,
coming
man.
in at 6. Yo,
Suns,
Dallas. What's y'all thoughts on Dallas?
I
feel like the trade deadline, we were really high on them. They made a couple moves. PJ.
I think that's just what they are.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
They're 7-3 in the last 10 games on a 3-game winning streak. I mean, look at the West. We were talking about the East. Now look at the West, though. Every team outside of the Warriors is either 500 or a couple games over 500 in the last 10.
Look how many 40 win teams we have.
Like, you can't even...
The top 8 is going to finish 500 or above, guaranteed.
Yeah, like, I'm not... I still think that the Mavs are going to be scary, but it's just hard when you look at that. You're 7-3 in the last 10, and you pretty much made no ground.
No ground.
None.
All these teams, it's been the top 4 locked, and then like 5 through 10, and all we've seen is movement up 1, down 1. That's been about it. It's been those 2 tiers.
What's getting really spooky is for Golden State.
Same range.
Because the Houston Rockets been hooping, and the Warriors
8 straight.
The Warriors, yeah,
exactly, yeah.
The Warriors are only a game above the Rockets for that last playing spot. That is going to be interesting to watch.
500 in the 11 spot.
Yes, come on, man.
Like, that's great. If you told Houston Rockets fans you would be 500 this year, they would be ecstatic.
Because look at the 11th spot. Look at the 11th spot in the East. 26-45.
The competition in the West just makes it so difficult. Like, just great.
This is insane.
Grizzlies
growth,
injured,
but you might not get that playoff experience.
No.
I think they might. I think they do catch Golden State this last couple of weeks.
I think so too.
They got the momentum on their side.
I'm definitely gonna watch this.
We've slowly been watching the demise of the Warriors.
Slowly. I shouldn't even smile that big, but
you gave it away, bro.
I like seeing people. I like seeing dominant teams and players, but sometimes it's even a lot cooler to see them.
Some of these Draymond post-game pressers have been fun to watch.
Yeah, like, you know.
I saw something that was like, Draymond and Clay keep writing checks that Steph has to cash.
All the time.
And Steph,
all the time.
He's not the Steph we once knew. He's still amazing. But it's like he can't put this entire team on his back. He can't do that.
He can't. Listen, this is where being 6'3" comes into play at his age. I don't even think he's 6'3", honestly. But you only can do so much at this size, man. You only can do so much at 35, 36. There's only going to be so much you can 35. Do. It's only so much. So it's like he's not tall and strong like Bron and KD. He's still good. We're not saying that, everybody. We're not saying that. He's just not the Curry. You know how people will take shit wrong. But Curry just can't carry it like that. It's hard.
Skill sets that you need that aid the longevity of your game, and being 6'3" does not help.
It doesn't.
Maybe 6'3", and you're strong, but you're 6'3", and
his game is so much different.
But even with his shooting ability, it's still. I think it's so tricky with a team too. It's the 2 eras thing again. Because we're looking at, Kuminga's been playing a lot better. TJD is officially in the rotation. They're giving those guys minutes over guys like Looney, which is the right thing to do, and it's getting out for them. But it's still like, it's hard. You got to find it's why some of those other like Moody and Wiseman had such high barriers on them, because you got to keep it pushing. Even if when you are playing well, there's still spots to improve. And
always.
It's just their whole scheme. They need like the perfect kind of players to fit into the holes. And even if these guys are good, not great, it's going to show. Like when you don't have that big upgrade there, it's going to be tough.
No, definitely.
He covered up a lot of holes potentially that you just didn't know were there.
Yep.
Because he could score lights out. Clay could shoot lights out.
Yep. Everybody ain't shooting lights out. Everybody's not.
No.
And injuries coming into play, but especially for Clay. injuries definitely came into play for sure. But yeah, I don't think nothing that like the West is just fun. I think the Rockets is gonna catch the Warriors.
Play-in's gonna be fun regardless.
The play-in's gonna be fun regardless. On both sides, it's still gonna be fun, especially on the West. You got these 4 teams and potentially maybe the Rockets being the 10th team. It's gonna be fun.
Who knows? Phoenix might slide into that too, make it more interesting.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
you never
they
know.
are because they only
half a game there with
Phoenix You're right, Jones.
Sacramento.
Yep. So you never know what the hell can happen there. The Pelicans can go on a losing streak. You just have one bad week in the last, 10 games left? 9, something like that. You have a bad
Once
week.
We get back 5. I'm gonna be a lot.
10-12 games. Yeah.
Let's see. Play-in tournament starts April 16th, and then the regular playoffs start April 20th. So
a couple weeks out.
We got a couple weeks out.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
The marathon.
I'm ready for that.
We're about to make it.
We are.
You about to get in this madness?
About to get in this madness. Oh yeah, man. Before we Scott, I was supposed to bring this up when we first started, but I do want to thank everybody that participated in our NBA March Madness. It was a lot of fun. Seeing all the votes, seeing how things was going, seeing people retweet it and telling people to go vote for certain people or for certain teams, I should say. But I think it came out.
Conversations that it started.
The conversations.
I think all good stuff.
Was fun. It was a lot of fun. I do think ended up being hilarious that the finals was the 17 Warriors versus the 92 Bulls with all the shit going on the internet about the 90s hoops. And if you don't know, the winner of our tournament was the 92 Bulls. And I was shocked. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I was, but I wasn't. The people spoke. I can't be mad at the people.
There's like 8 teams that you could realistically see win in that group.
Yes. The one matchup that was fun, it was back and forth. What matchup was it? I think, 96 Bulls, 13 versus the 13 Heat was a back and forth match. I kept seeing the votes going back and forth. Certain things happened in the tournament that I was shocked that happened. Like the 03 Spurs beating the Warriors. So people voted for that. What else I see that shocked? Something else shocked me. Maybe that's it.
Had to get one of those Spurs teams in. I respect it.
Had to. But the Final Four was the 01 Lakers, 17 Warriors, 92 Bulls, 13 Heat. I mean, I think that's who we had. The way the bracket lined up, if it didn't end up like that, who knows? But I do appreciate everybody, participating and being involved in that. Like I said, like we said last week, we're gonna have more of these coming. More of it, not just teams, it's gonna be player stuff, all type of things. So be on the lookout for that. I appreciate everybody voting and playing along.
Shooter bracket. Pick your shooter.
All the way down. I like that.
Jason Capono bracket challenge winner.
Keep it going. All right. Now back to the real March Madness again. We want to thank everybody that participated in our bracket challenge for the men's bracket and the women's bracket. Last time I checked, the men's bracket when it first started, it was like 93 people in there. I think one person.
I looked at it when I was doing sicko finals hours. I looked at it like 3 a.m. We had 59, and then by the time it started, I believe we were at 90. So even in that last sprint,
it was crazy.
That jump.
One person forgot
people scrambling to get their brackets in.
Yeah, one person forgot, and I think it was like literally the last person that signed up. It was something crazy, and then the women's side, it was like I want to say like 36 ended up, something like that. But
that's
man, shout out to y'all, man. That is the growth in our show, basically. Y'all telling us, like, because last year what we had, growth. Last year was like 12, 13 people. 93 people?
Put the
93? Come on, man.
We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate. So next year, we got to kill this year. Next year, we need women to be more than just 30-something. More.
It's going to keep going.
More. Kanye said, what the fuck is Kobe Bryant talking about?
I didn't think so.
Women's? No, we didn't do women's last year.
We did one together, but we didn't.
Yeah. Facts. But right, man, our bracket got cooked.
We almost had the Oregon over Creighton.
We did. We almost had
keep an eye on that.
But we had Kentucky winning it. You know what I mean? It happens.
Does shit, man?
Jack Golke.
I don't even who's winning. He was shooting their ass. Who's in first place right now? It is Drew. I don't know. Is that one of y'all? Is that somebody y'all know? Drew Baiera. Baiera.
Shout out to you, Drew.
Shout out to you, Drew. You are
whoever you are.
But he has the Fighting Illini winning the tournament.
Okay.
So it's 3 people tied for first place right now. Illinois, Purdue, and Houston. So let's go Boilers. That's the name of this guy or woman team name. And Houston Cougars, JP39. I don't know who that is, but shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you. But yeah, man. This first, what we got? We got the Sweet 16 now. It's been some hella fun games. It's been some blowouts. That shit happens.
Been some blowouts. Been some upsets.
Last week, I didn't know if we was gonna see a Cinderella team, and guess what? We saw Cinderella. We saw one almost with Grand Canyon. We almost saw it. They almost pulled that shit off.
Calling it an online laundering school.
Money laundering school. Oh my god, yo! But look, the
memes during March Madness are always on one.
Always. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I don't know if I watched a full game of any one of these games. I was watching so much and looking at so much and
it's
having to go back.
Clicking
and
around,
yeah.
I did more during the some of the second round games where it was like they started slow and then they ramped up to big marquee games at night. So I watched the full Colorado Marquette was a really fun game. That was really fun. Earlier in the day once you could sit there and watch the whole game. And we had some solid games during some of those earlier ones. But I mean, when you're in deep, you're watching 3 games at once. You're flipping back and forth.
You got the multi-view setup. You got 2 laptops and a TV.
I did like the late night ones though.
The approach of watching whatever you're watching, maybe it's a few of them, and then as soon as it gets close, 5 minutes left and it's a close game, I'm focusing on that.
That's when because if you're still in the second quarter and another game is late in the fourth or late in the second half, that's where I'm going. I'm going to that game.
That's easily.
Yeah, easily. Especially but at night, I'm definitely
catch the buzzer beaters.
I had that
overtime action.
What game was that? Houston, Texas A&M was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
I fired up the PS4. I fired up the PlayStation. I was locked in playing the game. And I look at my phone. I text my friend and said, Houston's a wagon, man. They look great. And he texted me like, bro, they're going to overtime. Like,
they are.
Yeah. That was
they were dominating. They almost blew. They were,
man.
That's it for you. A team can be dominating, the next thing you know, they go on a
10-point lead is nothing.
On 5 minutes, a 5-minute scoring drop.
Didn't they go on some stupid run real quick, like 13 points?
13 to 3 in a minute about, roughly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Shout out to that dude who throwing a double bounce pass to get a guy at the top of the arc for 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
To tie it up. Crazy pass.
Crazy, insane pass.
Madness.
The first couple of days had some decent games. The round of 32 definitely had blowouts. Like Purdue blew out Utah State. You had Gonzaga blowing out Kansas.
Oregon Creighton was a great game. The double overtime.
That was a great game. Excellent game. Creighton, man, they run some wild sets. If y'all don't know about Creighton, man, I've been a fan of Creighton program for a minute now. Like they run some sets. Dudes be moving. You see how they be moving? They just be.
Yeah.
How do you stay with that shit? Oregon was
really
dead in second overtime.
Oakland too. Oakland sets were fun to watch.
They were.
Oakland everyone was locked on Golke.
Were they? Mm-hmm. I had Kentucky winning it all. Was it fun to watch?
I think it was more of just like to see 2 guys fly off a dude coming off a pin down screen. Like I love seeing the cat and mouse game of the offense is when a guy gets going like that. That was super fun.
That's the best. That is the best. Who we have? Well, yeah, they beat Kentucky, so it's like when that bullshit happened, they almost beat. They almost
DJ
beat.
Wagner, we're looking at you.
Yes, we are. They definitely
I don't know what's
almost
going on
beat
with that situation. That was weird.
You think he Kentucky's team?
You think he'll go to the league?
It's just a bunch of 18-year-olds. Still so young.
Is he going to the league, or is he going to go?
Trying to say it was a promise
to go to the league?
That he was going to be a starter because Rob and Reed were off the bench all year unless there was injuries.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't think you should be starting the second half against the team, Oakland, that you're struggling against. And
no,
Rob
you shouldn't.
They didn't have great games themselves. They're better players, They have to touch the floor.
Reed can drop out of the lottery after that game.
Especially when you have
I'm unhappy.
I'm unhappy. Especially, did you put money on them?
Nah, no money.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, not Zoe.
Nah.
I couldn't imagine.
Favorite?
No, it just ruined my fun. Like day one, I couldn't make it out of the tournament challenge day one.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Feel a little optimism.
Did you do it on your own? Did you do it on your own bracket too?
Yeah, I had Kentucky on mine.
Damn, brother. Damn, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, my boy.
Right. Backup team is UNC. Let's see what happens.
Let's see where y'all.
They were down that Michigan State game. I was a little worried about North Carolina.
That was tough.
Yeah, that was
they
tough.
Turned it on.
They did.
I was worried.
But Izzo teams is going to do their thing. So it's not like
their style of play is going to be tough to mount a big lead against.
Always,
it's going to take some time.
Always. But yeah, man, it was fun. Fun couple of days. Well, 4 days we had of hoops. College men's hoop. This is the thing. Once again, I think all of us, and a lot of us can fall into the hoopla of like the women's tournament is gonna be better than the men's tournament, or they talking about the stars. Yeah, stars are cool, but when it comes to March Madness, and we all been watching this shit for a minute now, we all know the stars are cool for March Madness, but that is not why it's called March Madness, because you never know what the fuck is gonna happen with teams. We didn't think about Oakland. You didn't think Grand Cane was gonna be doing anything like this, so it's like.
That is what Madison winning, beat Wisconsin. Like
I had them.
That is what the tournament.
All right, Jonah had them.
Upset I had.
Didn't we pick them? We picked them in our bracket.
I think we might have.
I think Jonah got to us.
We were on the Oregon train though. We had Oregon in the Sweet 16. They almost did it.
Yeah, we did have it. We were on. I'm sure I gotta look at my regular bracket.
Shout out to them wearing the Sabrinas. I bought my.
Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to them for that. I gotta see now. Where
they'll be here tomorrow. I'm ready to hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you ordered some?
Yep.
I think you did tell us that. I forget. It's so much should be happening, man.
He was contemplating it for a while.
They went on sale, so I just went ahead and got them.
There you go.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I even went to the store. I tried on some Giannis's, a couple other shoes. I was like, none of these shoes, they didn't feel right.
Yes.
I was like, let me just go ahead and try something new.
Sabrina,
you do a little run around the store.
Was you running in the store?
I couldn't even try them on. I asked. They were like, we don't have a woman's 13 in here.
Oh man, that man was running back and forth, looking like a grandpa. That's funny.
Whoa, chill.
My fault. Yale was a fun game, beating Auburn. People had Auburn going far too. Really far. Super far.
Clemson in the Sweet 16?
Yes. We did not pick them, did we?
No.
We picked Baylor, didn't we?
Yeah.
To win that? Yeah, we did. Oh well.
Baylor made it close. They made that run late, and I was hoping they would, but Clemson looks tough.
Oh shit, we picked New Mexico to beat Clemson anyway, so damn. Don't look at our bracket. Don't go back to that episode.
We're not professionals.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Any Sweet 16 matchups that stick out to you guys before we move on to the women?
Illinois, Iowa State, not even being a homer, like that's just a good matchup.
That is gonna be a good matchup.
Offense versus defense.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
How it goes.
Iowa State defense is crazy. They are swarming.
Honestly, look at all the matchups we have. We got Creighton, Tennessee, Clemson, Arizona, Carolina, Alabama, Purdue, Gonzaga. Who else we have? Duke,
Purdue,
Houston.
Gonzaga. Gonzaga might be the one.
I think that'll be a fun one.
Gonzaga, Purdue.
I'm usually a Gonzaga hater, but I'm just kind of on board with them just being good.
Just good.
I think that's gonna be really good.
They got a lot of size too.
That UConn, San Diego State, didn't they play? Wasn't that the championship game?
It was.
It was the championship game.
It wasn't much of a game. That's why, if you don't remember,
yes, it wasn't much of a game. It wasn't. Is it going to be much of a game this year? Interesting.
UConn's looking really good.
You beat the shot of
North Carolina and Alabama. That should be really fun.
That should be fun. That could go either
Battle
way.
of undersized guards.
Yes.
I'm for it.
That was something I wanted to touch on with Duke, because Jared McCain's hooping, scoring the ball really well. But again, a 6'3" combo guard. There's so many of those.
It is.
Jared McCain's shooting and his ability to be capable off the ball gives me his stamp. But I see what you mean. I wish he was larger, because he is.
No, he was 6'5", or
he plays low to the ground.
He could handle the ball. Yeah,
he's not an elite athlete, but
if that boy was 6'5",
playmaking, he knows how to play ball. Like, he's got that little it factor. He's a hooper.
If he was 6'5", he'd probably be an automatic number 1 pick in the draft.
McCain versus Jamal Shed should be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun
Houston boy.
Good
when does Sweet 16 start? Thursday.
Indeed, Thursday night.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm
cool
with this.
5, or is it a little bit later?
6.
It's like 7, 7,
6 o'clock and 6:30 on Friday.
Oh, okay.
We got some good Sweet 16 matchups, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. It's been fun. To this women bracket. Let me see. It's been fun. It's been
Hey, I saw
this weekend
one of
is
these videos. Somebody out taking some TikTok in California talking about the tournament, asking people like, "Hey, the men's tournament, who do you know?" And they name nobody. And then you get to the women's, and they're name dropping Juju, Caitlin,
of course,
Paige, just Angels.
Paige went crazy today.
Paige, healthy Paige in the tournament,
comfortable.
My friends were talking shit. It's like UConn should not be a 3 seed. That's bad for them. I'm like, yo, chill.
I like when I looked at the South Carolina game and they were up by a 47 in the second quarter or something crazy.
They was busting their ass, like, for real.
Yeah,
definitely busting their ass. But you got to think about women's tournament. You're gonna see a lot more blowouts than you do, and a lot of these teams, especially the top seeds, they play in their home stadium and shit. Like, come on, man.
I do kind of like that. It's cool.
The home stadium shit, that shit's hilarious. That's hilarious. But hey, man, shit happens.
Did y'all catch Stanford, Iowa State? Because that was one I missed.
Man, dog, I had to rerun that shit back.
Pieces on Twitter.
I had to run that shit back today. My God, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. It was like a blowout. I mean, it was. What's the name? Have fouled out with like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Brink.
Cameron. Yeah, Brink.
She cussing out the referee and shit. She's leaving the. God damn, it's all shit, man. But I had to run that shit back. But that was fun. What was another game that was fun? Duke, Ohio State. Let's go Dukies. Let's see who else was fun. Iowa State, Maryland was fun. It was a fun game. Creighton just lost a
tough one.
Yeah, she did.
LSU. It
was funny to see Middle Tennessee State beat Louisville, because Haley Van Lith was talking so much shit.
She was talking much shit, and that bullshit happened. And that shit happened.
She was right though.
She was, and LSU beat the shit out of them. But they got a tough matchup next round against UCLA. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be tough, I should say. Iowa did end up beating West Virginia 64-54.
Okay, Caitlin advances.
Yeah, Caitlin advances. Our Sweet 16 matchups is gonna be UConn, Duke, Stanford, North Carolina State. Texas is waiting on the winner of Utah, Gonzaga. We're gonna have
Might Baylor. Have to tune into that when we're done. That should be a good one.
Yeah. Baylor
Utah hasn't lost a game, or Gonzaga hasn't lost a game at home in like 30 games or something ridiculous.
Oh yeah, definitely got it. Gonzaga's out 35-29. Baylor is waiting on the winner of USC Kansas. USC is up in its third quarter, 39-29. Who else we have? We got Iowa, Colorado.
Notre Dame took care of business.
Yeah, Notre Dame took care of business against Ole Miss. They're playing Oregon State next round. That's going to be a good Sweet 16 game. And then we got South Carolina versus Indiana.
Beavers.
I think South Carolina's going to handle them, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be – they may not be challenged until they got to play Notre Dame or Oregon State. That's probably when they're going to be challenged. Maybe. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't know. It may not be until
it's in the game that we're watching to gauge it.
Exactly. But I've been enjoying this shit. I've been enjoying this tournament as well. Like we said, when we get off from recording, we got 2 games to check out. You know I got to check out USC, especially if it's close. If it's not close, I'm not going to turn it on.
I'm going to check out Juju. I'm gonna tune in.
If it's not close, I'm not turning it on.
I'm going to watch.
If it's not close?
I'm gonna watch it regardless. I need to check out something. Okay.
But yeah, it's still Juju. You know, we love Juju here. We love Paige. I'm salty she's not coming out, but I'm glad she's been hooping, man. I'm glad people can see
she wants that #1 pick.
Hey,
and I get it.
Paige was Kalen before Kalen was Kalen. Paige was getting all that. Paige was getting all that run, and then that ACL gave Caitlin Clark the avenue. That was a void to be. It was a need right there, and Caitlin took it.
Yeah, the face. Yeah, I don't think Paige was gonna score like this, but
no.
Caitlin was gonna get some. She was gonna get some highlights. We were gonna watch.
Oh yeah. I think people just forgot about Paige. Yeah, people just forgot about Paige, and now ACL takes a minute, man.
It took her a while to get back.
ACL
she was back, but she wasn't back.
Yeah, and I think she's back
same time.
This is back now. She's back. I'm waiting to. Who they gonna play next? Shit, who was it again? I forgot that fast. Who they playing?
Is that Duke?
Yes, Duke. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm ready to see. Who caught you guys' eye that you didn't already know about in women's college hoops? Who caught your eye?
I had seen stuff about Audie Crooks.
Man,
of her playing in high school. Because one, she was just way bigger than everyone else in high school, so it's like, holy shit, she's just dominating. She had 40 on 20 shots. She was 18 and 20.
Yes, yeah, she was.
As a freshman,
cooking. As a freshman, man, college basketball, the game of hoops is in a good spot. It's a good spot to be in, man. That was 40 on 20 shots
on 20.
She's got a size advantage in college. Imagine her in high school.
Right, come on, man. You know how it is in high school. Don't be in like a big division, a big class. So it's like you can just be dominating against kids.
Prime Shaq in high school.
My God, especially being a girl. Come on, man. Girls don't even. You're not gonna always run into another tall girl, so you can just easily just dominate. But I like seeing that's fun to see, man. It's been a fun weekend. I can't tell you the last time I was overwhelmed with sports like this, with so much hoops going on. It was just like, dog, I can't keep up. It was like I was exhausted. Like,
yeah, honestly, when March comes around, we were watching games, but like this was the first year I was actively tuning into the women. To like, I got some names to watch, some teams to watch. It was a lot going on.
Last year, I was keeping about the women's, but this year was a lot.
Like I missed a lot of the first round stuff. I mean, there was a couple upsets here and there, but for the most part in the early women's games, like the dominant teams, they're just going to get the job done.
Yeah, that's how it usually is anyway,
most of the players that I want to watch are at. So now that we get into these second rounds, like, I could tune into Paige Day because they were playing at like 4:00. I mean, we had Paige, Caitlin, and then Juju in a row today.
Yeah. That was a good point you made to Buddy, whoever it was talking shit. Talking about we got no March Madness. I'm like, bro, this is the lineup for the women.
We got more hoops on at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Watch.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
I'm here.
What? Like, come on, man. I do remember at a point. That's probably before I had like real responsibilities. I remember on a Thursday, I was going to a bar at my house and friends are coming over, or going to a friend's house and we had hella TVs. You had all these games.
You had to go the extra mile, I'm sure.
Yeah, we were ordering
split
food.
The Domino's, like 8 pizzas. You split that Domino's $6 deal. Just everybody put in $6.
Oh yeah, Domino's, wings.
I ordered food 3 times this weekend. I was feasting. I'd get more so I could eat it for lunch and then dinner.
Yep, tis the season.
Feasting. Man, dog, I was either we would order food, Raina would make dinner, or make lunch. I would go grab food and come right back to my office and just watch games.
Right back.
And play the game. That's it. That's all.
I remember there was one year I got the big 2-pound bucket of Jewel wings. That lasted me all weekend. I was like, I'm straight.
Oh my God, what a time! Now that I have real responsibilities, man, I can't just have shit posted up and just take over every TV like I used to. I just can't watch stuff. It's just hard now. That's your job. It's just now it's like it's just so much. You have so much access to games. Like you got games on HBO Max. You got games on Fox. You got games on CBS. You got games on ESPN. You're like, what the fuck? My mom had to
check in with me. She was like, I know we got ESPN. I see him on Max, Hulu. Like, where are you watching the games?
Dog, they're everywhere.
Like, you don't have to pay for all of this.
Then you had like you see, if you're watching NBA, you had NBA games, matinee games at that, along with other college games. Then if you're watching, and I can imagine you being a hoops fan right now, and do you still watch hockey? How?
No.
I don't think there's much crossover in those fan realms.
It can't be. It can't be. It can't be, right?
Season for
then you got baseball coming up. Baseball start back on Thursday, boy. Yes, I'm excited. I don't want to take away from basketball right now, but I'm just excited. We got baseball.
Yeah, what you talking about? Baseball season starts in June.
No, stop it. Our Cubs. No, you got a Yankees cup. My Cubs start off against the Rangers.
Souvenir cup, and now
I'm gonna hold it against you. We start off against the damn Rangers this season.
I've been eyeballing series already to get to one. I think the Astros are in town in about end of April. I'm gonna try to get to one of those.
That's the best thing about having 2 teams in town. You're gonna see it's all type of teams are coming to town, so you got 2 teams here.
So that's cheap on the south side too.
Yes,
like I saw the Angels when Ohtani was in town once.
Free.
That's how I was able to see Ohtani and Trout so much.
I went to a game last year and they didn't even scan my ticket. I walked in, I'm like, bro,
damn.
Yo,
I pulled up at a bar. Like you went to the bar, paid for some food, they gave you a free ticket. I was like, I bet.
It is rough over here for the White Sox.
I was down there on Reggie's.
That's crazy.
Buffet.
That's crazy. They gave you a free ticket?
Yep.
Shit, the buffet probably cost most of the ticket.
How do buffets be making money, man?
But yeah, man, we love baseball over here. We love baseball. I don't know what Zoe talking about. Baseball start.
I love it too. It's just later on.
Come on, man. I'll be watching that. Listen, baseball is the easiest sport to watch and still do stuff and still know what the fuck is going on. You can still work and have baseball on and still know what's happening. You know, y'all know how hard it is to work and watch hoops. You can be over here
baseball,
and you'll miss all type of shit in the basketball game if you're not paying. Baseball, come on, man. Come on, bro.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
But
I'm just not doing it.
No, I feel a lot of people feel like June is what I'm not doing is watching a lot of spring training games. That's not what I'm doing.
Oh no.
I only do that when my basketball team is terrible.
Yeah. Or I'm trying to see.
Good for y'all.
I'm trying to see what the new look. We got a new manager. I'm trying to see
when it's on
how
at 1
he
o'clock
do things.
And you're
okay.
You need a little gap to fill. You're like,
yeah.
To this.
I feel.
Come on, man. I try to see. No.
That's because baseball starts in March for y'all. Like for me, I'm watching Jamie Foxx show outside of hoops because I got time for that.
No, I hear you. I still do that too. No, I still do that too. But man, look, outside of basketball, baseball is next for me. I don't go all in. I don't go deep into draft stuff like y'all with basketball. So I damn sure don't do that shit with baseball because there's too many minor league teams. But I love baseball.
Hey, 10% of the first rounders are gonna be good.
What is a mock MLB draft
People
doing rounds are there anyway?
Guess what?
I'm gonna
send it to you next time somebody do it.
Top 150 players.
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
That is tricky because they have the slot amount of money, and teams don't want. They only have a certain amount of money they can spend. Bro. And you can't predict anything.
No, you can't. The way. I'm sorry, we're talking about baseball out of nowhere. We was finishing up on the women's bracket anyway, but the way baseball having in their rules to control players with contracts, but
I know 6 years, right?
But
they do, and they manipulate it.
They still can because not like someone like Acuna, they got a team friendly deal. But my God, when he's a free agent, man, when he's a free agent, because when he's a free agent,
you're cashing out.
That's the thing about baseball now, though. They did change it. They will sign you early, but it's so early to the point you're like 25, 26 when your next deal come up where they're getting like $400 million. Acuna, you're getting $400 million.
13 damn years.
Oh God, those contracts I can't do.
Yeah, they still be paying players. It's a list of players that still get money after there.
It's a stupid list. Yeah.
Even though we've seen players, I thought we were done with those contracts after like Miguel Cabrera and Pujols. Yeah.
Pujols, that should have been the last one.
Nope, we're going back at it. You're a shortstop. We're giving you till you're 41.
Yes,
year 6 Pujols was.
Come on, man. They're gonna be playing in Japan when he's still paying as an MLB contract. Anyways, man, anything else on this women's bracket?
DH saved Pujols. Shit.
The DH should have been back. The DH should have been in a league. The DH should have been here.
I agree.
Hey, if the DH was here a few years ago, man, we was like, the DH is like, yes.
If we didn't have to have John Lester batting, we get another chip.
Oh my God!
What? Be holding the bat.
No, if we could have used a DH during those times, during that core between 15 and 20,
$1 billion arms out there holding the bat.
Right. I'm not saying the Cubs would have won again. We probably would have made another World Series. I'll give you that.
See Jose Quintana.
Right. We made 3 straight NLCSs. I would have gave another. If we had another bat to use, come on, man. But don't get me off on that because I'm still mad about that. Don't get me off on that. But hey, but we're back good before the White Sox won again.
That's true.
Look,
it's gonna be a long time over there.
2020 White Sox fans told us they were going to be better than us. And guess what?
They said they were in the division too. So
come on, man.
Summer.
We're back good. The Cubs are back looking good again. The White Sox barely going to win 70 games again. Don't get me started. I don't even hate the White. Barely. The White Sox win 70 games a year, I'd be shocked. I don't even hate the White Sox. It's the fans.
60 might be a stretch with that.
Yeah, 60. I was going to say they're losing 100.
Dog,
I looked at that roster the other day.
Awful. Awful.
Who?
Awful team.
Sox fans are saying who?
Awful team.
It's gross.
Awful. Awful. And guess what, though? I'm supposed to work the White Sox game March 30th against the Detroit Tigers. I still don't know if I want to do that shit. That's an ugly game.
That's an ugly game.
Hey, get your pictures. Get in, get out.
Those are the teams you put on MLB The Show just to try, figure out how to play real quick and beat their ass.
Brother, right? That's how you grind against. You don't get brother.
It's a demo mode game.
Oh man, I'm like, do I want to? Hey,
get in, get out.
They're cool. It's just it's the fans most or anything. That's how. Honestly, I never hate teams in no sport. Before we move on, I don't hate teams in no sport really. It's the fans that make me not like the teams, honestly. Because why would I hate it? What the team do to me? They did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the fans. If you don't like Lakers, majority of people don't like the Lakers because of the fans, especially now on Twitter. If you don't like Boston fans, it's Twitter. That's it. That's all. I mean, you can find ways to hate Minnesota Timberwolves fans because of the fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you hate the Timberwolves,
I hate Bulls fans.
Oh my God,
I hate Bulls fans.
Let me tell you something. I dislike Chicago fans, just in general. That's a whole nother.
Lighting fireworks for no damn reason.
You good over there?
They said no fireworks. That's a whole nother episode. I just don't like Chicago fans. It showed me with this whole Justin Fields thing.
You need to start a short series where you rant about a little 10-minute video.
I should, man. I got a lot of stuff I got some things in my notebook I've been writing down. I got a lot of plans.
Okay.
I had number time to think in the last month or so. So
yeah, true.
You know, true. You feel me? But all right, back to basketball. Forget about it here, man. We went through all these brackets. We got all these matchups and shit coming up. We normally do player of the week. Man, it slipped my mind till y'all talked about it. I really don't even have a player of the week, man. It was just somebody. Before I even go for it, Jonah came with a good idea just to pick anybody from NBA, college. You didn't even got to be player of the week. Somebody that caught your eye. I really like that. For me, the person that caught my eye, and I'm glad this person was been going off. We talked about it already. Is Paige. I'm just glad people, because of course everybody's watching right now, especially women's tournament, because of all the hype they've been getting, and just the fact that, don't forget about her. We know about Brink. We know about, Angel Reese get it, Caitlin Clark, Juju, Hannah.
And you know Paige, about UConn.
You know about UConn, but you don't know about, people don't really know about her. And because they were trying to say Aaliyah was better than her. There was a better play. And she was playing better than her, but ACL, it takes a minute. It takes a year or two to get right. So she here now. So that's who I'm glad. Everybody else, I knew they was going to perform a certain way. I just didn't know how Paige was going to be. And Paige looked like she's here and ready to take on Duke in the next round. And she like she's ready to make a run for the Final Four. That's what it looks like. So
I agree. Her game is smooth. Like I like watching it. So
very smooth. Very smooth.
That's half of the fun.
Like it's an easy, it's easy buckets for her. It's like she's not working hard. That's the thing I like about Juju. Her and Juju, they score. They score so easy with their moves. Like they don't really have to work hard all the time. And they're gonna be the main focal point. And that's the crazy thing. Like, and not saying I'm not leaving Caitlin Clark out of this because it's Caitlin Clark. Assume when we do these talks that we're not even including her because of who she is. So, but
she's stamped.
Everybody else, yeah, she's stamped. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless, she's stamped. But Paige, don't forget about her. She gonna show y'all for the rest of this tournament and next season.
She's gonna get busy next year.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna get busy. She's gonna get busy next year. So that was my player of the week, or my player that caught my eye this last week or two. Who wants to go next? Zoe, you go next. Who you got?
I'm rolling with one of the men's players. Kind of one of the guys I've obviously been watching as a Duke fan, but Kyle Filipowski. The number's been a little bit shaky for the first weekend, but he looks engaged offensively and defensively. Like they're shutting down the offense, but the defense looks a lot better. If he's not scoring, it looks like he can translate on the other end. And started diving into like mock drafts and stuff, and he's projected anywhere in the mid-teens to up to 12, up to 8.
I was just about to ask you, was he coming out this year? And you answered that. Okay, he is coming out this year.
Yeah, he's coming out.
He got no choice because he got them other two dudes coming in. He got no choice but to leave.
Yeah, he's got to go.
It's the best option.
Yeah. But got me thinking, like, could this dude fit on the Bulls? I know we look for a big scorer, shooter, so it was on my mind, but I hadn't really thought about it until this past weekend. Just to see him on the defensive. Yeah, just to see him on the defensive end and how he was playing, helps ID getting some blocks, just kind of changed
especially against James Madison.
I don't know if I want us to pick it up as a big player. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm with you, but just his play, it's been nice to see him do something besides the offensive end this weekend. So, put a spotlight on him.
No, facts. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a lot of Duke games this year because they was blowing out. When blowouts start happening in college basketball, I usually just turn because
it's
teams usually don't come early. Like what Texas A&M did against Houston, that normally doesn't happen. Like teams come back so fast. Like if a team is up by 10 in college basketball late, that's usually what's going to happen.
With 3 minutes, 4 minutes, it could be over.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, once I start seeing big leads in college, if I see 20 or 30, turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah.
It's not.
Turn that especially when you got other games to watch.
Yeah, find another game. I'm not gonna waste time on a blowout in college basketball like that. 30 points, no. But I like that. I didn't know he was coming out, but I didn't think about that. That could be we will need somebody. I just don't know how the Bulls develop.
He was fringe first last year, but he
made the right decision.
Yeah, is he a sophomore?
He's a sophomore.
Yeah,
the weaker draft is helping him. He did.
No,
he'll get some more money.
Yeah, he has to leave. We got Cooper coming in.
The play has improved. Yeah.
No, it has for sure. It definitely improved.
What's Buddy's name? Big center dude.
I can't think of his name, but
7'2" dude. I know. I can't think.
Him and Cooper. Hey, him and Cooper is gonna, brother. I can't wait.
Kid from the Milwaukee area is a bucket too. Connor Knuppel.
What's up, Milwaukee having all these? Milwaukee got hoopers, huh? Let me find out.
And that's a family out there. They've had a few hoopers in that family.
Let me find out. Let me find out about Milwaukee hoop scene,
Jalen
man.
and Kobe Johnson are from the Milwaukee area too.
God damn, let me find out. Let me find this shit out.
From a Tyler Hero.
He is from Milwaukee. So funny. Tyler fucking
from
Hero.
The rich suburbs area. I know.
Of course.
Everyone in Milwaukee hates him.
That's hilarious. That's funny as fuck. But Jonah, who you got this week, man? Damn, we haven't done these like in a couple weeks, have we?
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We had back-to-back. We had our bracket episode, and then we had our finals teams.
Oh, yeah.
It was 2 weeks ago.
We had.
So it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah. Who you got?
I really liked watching Oregon a lot, and I'm rocking with N'Faly Dante, their center, because he was just his presence was known out there. He was a 5-star. He was a 5-star prospect in 2019 and had some big injuries. It's taken him some time. Last year they had Khalil Ware, who's now with Indiana, and they had another center, so it was a logjam at the position. So it's never really been like an ideal situation. But he was going crazy in. I think he's a senior, I want to say.
I was just going to ask, is he a senior or a junior?
If he's 2019
Is he a true senior?
Yeah.
Is he a true senior? Like, he's not like a redshirt senior.
He might be a 5th year.
Redshirt senior at this point.
Yeah. But he was just blocking shots, getting rebounds, dunking everything.
Yes, he was.
And it was against Kalkbrenner on Creighton, who's been the best shot blocker in the Big East for like 3 straight years. So it was no easy matchup for him there. And I mean, if the medicals pan out, I could see him getting like a 2-way or something. I mean,
when you think about it, when you a big man in college, in the tournament, you can dominate. You got a big man in the tournament, you can just, if you got big men in general, you could just seal off the paint. And because, everybody can't shoot in college, regardless of how the game is changing. And men's hoops, everybody can't shoot like that. So you still need to get to the bucket. If you got big men that can hold that shit down, it's going to be a long night for you.
Threat, just grab and dunk it, offensive rebounds.
Look at Grand Canyon.
All the simple
stuff.
Look
how many offensive rebounds they missed late in that damn second half, man. That's how you end up at Grand Canyon. Not being able to get easy. I did not see that.
Commercials
that shit is funny though. That's funny as fuck. Raina was like, Grand Canyon? Like Arizona Grand Canyon? I'm like, I believe that's the one. I believe
it's like University of Phoenix.
Yo, look at these jerseys. Like the jerseys, everything, the uniforms, everything just looked like generic. Like this shit was made on paint. Like,
Scott Drew's brother is their coach.
Yes. Is he the one that made the shot with Valparaiso? Like they always show it in like the March Madness montages.
I know what you're talking about.
I think that's who made that shot with Valpo. I think that's who it was. When I saw him on the sideline, I was like, damn, he's the coach. I think that's him. I think so. Hey,
do my research.
Before we get up out of here, I had him taking the boys to the barbershop. That was him. I took the boys to the barbershop on Saturday, and I walked in on a college basketball debate. And they was debating should Tom Izzo and Calipari be fired.
They're never going to be fired.
That's what I said.
It's going to be a parting ways.
Look, somebody said
try to get Izzo out of Michigan State. Just try.
First of all, they said
Izzo, no. Cal, no. I can see some smoke.
Cal, I can see. Izzo.
This is one guy's argument. His one argument was Izzo's a great coach, but he's not a good recruiter. But are you only saying that because he's not getting one and dones? He recruit for what he wants. And it's the expectations of what the AD and the school want. So if the AD and the school... I think
part of recruiting is developing those players, too.
It is.
You recognize that this guy could fit your team in 2 years, and you mold him.
Think about it.
Izzo's great at that.
Izzo, yes, he only has one national championship, but Izzo's been at 8 Final Fours. And he does not have
it says something about getting to the dance still.
It does.
People always forget that.
Look, overachieving is crazy, too. There's so many years that seem like they did not have a great team. And
it's not the NBA.
Made it far.
You're not going to win everybody's not winning a championship. This is not the NBA. So he's making it to the Final Four when he doesn't have teams like Roy Williams had, Bill Self has, or teams like Coach K had. Or hell, he don't even got rosters like what John Shire has. And he still made
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright. And he still made, yes, he only has one, but to win national titles, you need players. So a lot of times you're going to go against teams that got better players. That's all that happens usually. But 8 Final Fours, and he doesn't. What was the last top recruit that Michigan State got? Jaren Jackson?
There's a guy in their team.
Yeah. Jaren Jackson.
There's a guy in their team right now who is he was a 5-star for a while, but I think he might have dropped out of 5-star status. He's going to be like a big returner next year. It was kind of just like
Shannon
Izzo
Brown.
Doesn't trust him.
Shannon Brown might be the biggest one outside of Magic Johnson, of course. But I'm talking about
Miles Bridges was a big name when he went there.
Oh, yeah. But I know Michigan State is considered a blue blood. I just don't see them like that, their program. But I get it. But I thought that conversation
success than the overall brand.
Yeah.
I think history plays a factor.
Yeah, I can see that. I just don't think. I think the Izzo talking that's not the first time I've been part of that conversation. Where it's been other people talking about Izzo, like, who are you gonna get? Like in college basketball,
that's the part.
That's the part. But in college basketball, being consistent matters. Making it to the Sweet 16 every year, going to the Elite 8 sometimes, making
a tournament win is big for so many programs.
Yeah,
a proven track record of success over.
You're not gonna win a time. Think about Coach K. Duke went back-to-back in 91, 92, and he didn't win another one until 2001. Man, what are you gonna do? Fire him? He was still making the tournament, and he was still making runs. This is
a tournament with 64 teams. There's so much weird shit that goes down.
It's not even a series. Right.
One game.
Come on, man. Come on. And he never come on. North Carolina like he does. And Lehigh. Come on. He's funny as hell. Right. But
I told you I don't like his ass. You think I
did. But it's
I can see the Coach Cal smoke though.
Oh yeah. I definitely can.
I can definitely see
you getting these rosters.
What is this? Since he's been there, he's got that one chip.
Yeah, what is it? The last 3. They missed a tournament about 3 years ago. They missed a tournament. They out first round this year.
The one and done formula for Kentucky is not working anymore, really.
It's hard to do that.
It's working when they aren't on the team.
He's a great recruiter, but you got to build just like Izzo does. I need 2 years with this guy to mold him into what I need him to be.
You can't say Izzo's not a good recruiter if they're not trying to go get those guys. They're recruiting for their team. That's it. And they still make tournaments. They still make deep runs.
Yeah. Did Kentucky look at Max Christie?
I doubt it.
Doubt it.
Let me look.
I doubt they looked at Max Christie, bro. I doubt they looked at him. I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if he was on that list, on their list. But I just want to bring that conversation to y'all, man. Because I think it's weird people talk about Izzo like he's some. Hey, 8 Final Four appearances is nothing to poo-poo at. Don't you know how hard that is? Come on,
as much as I even want to hate Izzo, you still got
8 of them. I'm pretty. Roy Williams.
College basketball is one of the few sports where you can use that as an accolade that you were like top 8 or whatever, or like made it to the semifinals.
Yes,
it's the only spot you can do it and have it be relevant.
They calculate Sweet 16 appearances, Elite 8 appearances. Final Four appearances. It ain't just winning a championship.
You look at some of these elite programs and look at their like finishes some years. If you see like Elite Eight, Final Four in there, like there's not many teams that even have that.
Look at if we look at Michigan State's last 10 appearances, I can confidently probably say Michigan State in the last 10 years probably been to the Sweet 16 6 times. If I'm wrong, I'll be shocked. But I can see that.
I'm not gonna argue. Like, you can't argue that because it could be 100%.
It could be 10
how many
times they made
Izzo been to the NIT? Like,
when did he start coaching at Michigan State?
His first 2 seasons.
It hasn't been back since.
They have missed the tournament 1 time since '97.
Come on, man. Damn. Come on, man.
That's a great coach.
Hey, listen, I wonder, I'm not going to do it now, but I got to do it like, of course, off the pod. I got to see what are their rankings for like their recruiting class every year. Because, he can still be in top 10. That don't mean.
It's like 4 stars, but it's never like as flashy as the other big programs.
No, of course. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. It all depends on what your school and boosters are wanting. That's it. Dog, do you think if Calipari was getting the players that Izzo was getting, he would be fired? Fired.
Kentucky would not have that. They need
fired. Dog, you don't think that, and you think them boosters ain't looking at him crazy? You done lost in the first round twice recently, and you missed the tournament in the last 4 years. Dog, he should be on the hot seat. I get it. The plan is to get these dudes to the NBA. He does not hide that. The plan is to get them paid. That's it. That's all. That ain't got nothing to do with college basketball.
I was about to say, that's a nice promise to the players, but them boosters,
that has nothing to do with the university. Nothing. So,
and you just get to a point where it's a weird, like you're incredibly spoiled to even have that consistency in a college sport.
Yes.
In the first place.
Yes.
You have a precedent to meet, and it's tough.
Yes. It is very tough. And like I say, Izzo does his recruiting to what his team wants, the school, the AD. Because you're going to have but Izzo, it's Izzo's job until he say, you know what, I'm done. I think he's like 69, 70 years old. It's his job. Just like it was Coach K's till he was done. Just like it was Roy Williams and anybody else. Boeheim. Yep. All them guys. It's their job until it's college basketball. People forget, like, coaches be there long. If you consistently good. It's
such an adjustment too.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
How long was Bob Huggins in West Virginia?
Long time.
Long time.
And Cincinnati.
He made some tournaments. They made a Final Four once, twice maybe?
Shit, probably.
I think
consistently we're good.
Sure.
Shit, look, think about Bobby Knight. How long was he at Indiana before he went to go coach at Texas Tech? Come on, man. Come on, man.
He was throwing chairs for years.
I think he only has 1 national championship. I think that was the undefeated year with Indiana.
I think so.
See what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I don't know, man. It's just weird. You can't. College basketball and titles. Come on, man. Long as you win it, if you win your conference titles a lot of times and make deep runs, you're gonna keep your job. You're not gonna get fired in college basketball unless you're just bad. You gotta be awful.
You gotta be bad.
You gotta be like you gotta be like Penny Hardaway bad, or Juwan Howard type bad, like
Patrick Ewing bad. How come all the black coaches? Never mind.
Stop it. Oh man. As I was, damn it, all the damn black coaches. But anyways, Gonzaga is beating the shit out of Utah right now. And USC is trying to pull away from Kansas right now as well. But man, it's been a good episode. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm sweating like a motherfucker right now. but we ball. We still here.
Facts.
But man, I don't think y'all got anything else. Y'all got anything else to say? You been playing. He already turned on the PlayStation. You heard the beep.
Yo.
Hey.
That might as well be like Lil Wayne lighter flick. It's Jonah turning the game.
I still got I got my controller on. I got my damn shit on. I got the
charging up.
You ready?
I'm already.
I'm
getting ready to shit off and then be doing shit while I'm setting shit up right now.
We gotta run some co-op one of these days.
We definitely gonna have to run some co-op, man. Co-op, I want them to get to fix them bugs.
That shit's hilarious.
But it's been fun. It's been really fun so far. But like I said, I don't take shit too serious, man. Like I'll complete shit when I complete shit. I'm not gonna be. Yeah, shit can be frustrating. I'm not gambling money. I'm not gambling money. When people do that, I'm not. I'm straight. But man, once again, man, I want to thank y'all again for participating in our bracket challenge, our NBA March Madness. We appreciate that love. Y'all talking to us on these interwebs out here. Man, shit. I think that's it. Interweb. I think that's it, man. We up out of here, man.
I love it.
Interwebs, man.
Last week Uncommon. Was now interwebs.
I just been saying all type of shit, man. Hey, man, look, man. Uncommon Commentator signing out, man. Next week. Peace.